Hello YouTubers, nice to see you back again. In this vlog, we're going to have a bit of the best of both worlds. You're going to see a bit of painting and a bit of cruising. I've had a few people comment as well, saying, oh, the weather's been good. You should have done loads of that painting by now. The only thing is, when it's hot on a metal boat, can you imagine if you was heating a frying pan up and then you tried to paint the inside of it, brush it dry straight away. It's a bit like that when you're painting a metal boat in the sunlight. Yeah, sure, you can do a lot of prep work, but you can't really get too far in front with the prep work when you're out here doing this, because that'll start going rusty again and things like that. So you can only sort of prep what you're going to be painting in the near future. But anyway, I'm having a go. Hope you enjoy the vlog. At the end of the last video, we ended up about here somewhere in Stockton. But since then, been through all these locks, past a village called Long Itchington, carrying on, staircase locks, more locks, and we're going to start the video somewhere here. Because of difficulties that I was having, I couldn't film any of that. Let's have a little look where we're up to with the painting, of what's been done and what's got to be done. Starboard side here has had, or the back half of it has had about 7 coats of paint, and that's, I'd say, finished. The roof there has had nothing. Starboard side at the front here has had 4 coats of paint. It's due 1 more coat of gloss. I haven't touched anything on the stern or the bow of the boat. The inside of the cratch has got to be done. The bow, all the gunnels have not been touched. Doors need another coat there. The roof at the back of the boat here, that's had 5 coats, and I'd say that's done. And all this back's got to be done, plus the other side. I'm going to have a go at prepping the front half of the roof. We'll take all the loose paint off and flatten everything down. This orbital sander has been a godsend to me, but I can't get it underneath where the grab rails are. I'm having to sand that down in the traditional way. At my age, I'm getting a bit too old now for getting on my knees and doing it, but luckily enough I'm able to reach the whole of the roof from the gunnels, half one side, half the other. I've just got to be a bit careful with my footing, or I'll be in for a swim. All the sanding on the roof's done, so now it's just going around touching up all the little rusty bits, or anywhere I can see a bit of bare metal, with the rust treatment. See, these bits on the corners here are not rusty, but it got ground down to the bare metal, so I'm going to treat that as well. I'll leave this stuff on for a couple of days and then wash it off with water and put a coat of red oxide over the whole lot. There was not a lot of rusty patches, a few bits around the grab rails. And what I am going to do, I was thinking about altering the solar panels that I've got on there sometime in the future. So I don't want to take it all to bits now and then take it all to bits when I do that again. So what I'm going to do for now, it's a bit of a cheat. I'm just masking them off and I'm going to paint a couple of inches underneath them, a few inches, so you don't really see anything. And even if I don't change the panels around, if I get bored for a couple of hours, I'll do that. This old fat geezer's just untied Aitch and pushed the bow out, and off we go. Hello YouTubers, hope you're all well. I was just setting off from the mooring that I've been on for a couple of weeks. It's time to go. Today, or on this short little trip, I've got 4 locks in front of me that I'm going to do, and I badly need an L-sand point. So I believe there's one in between the 4 locks. So let's see how we go. My experience of the Grand Union so far is they leave a lot of the towpath side go a bit wild. It's nice though with all these reeds and things like that. But yeah, I don't know if it's a cost cutting thing or they're looking after nature. Looks like a bit of work going on. It's HS2. I bumped into it twice on the Oxford Canal already. This time I think they're building a tunnel underneath. And them hills you can see up there on the right, they're not hills, I think that's the spoils from the tunnel that they're building. Well, it's keeping people employed, I suppose, as best I can say. What do I think of this part of the Grand Union so far? Well, I can't say it's like stunning beauty and things like that, but I'm really enjoying it. It's got like a good feel to it, about the best I can say. And I always go with my gut because it's big enough. Honestly, no, I always get a gut feeling about places, and I'm really enjoying this. We're coming up to the first lock of the day, and I'm just going to hang about here because there's a boat coming up. I'll wait for them to do their thing and then I'll go in. Well, that saved me a little bit of work. They've left the two gates open on here, which is okay. This means I've got to run round twice. That fat geezer's come out and helping me again. I'll have to buy him a drink after all this. I definitely prefer the single size locks, being a solo boater. Does make it much easier. It's like now where I haven't got any crew, I'm going out of the lock slow so that I can stop as soon as the back's past the gate. Then I have to go back and shut the gate. I think I've said this before. If ever you're walking down the canals and you see a solo boater coming out of the lock, or a lock, don't close the gate for them. You'll have a friend for life. Really does save a lot of aggravation. You'll see me pop out and tie the centre line. You might see the centre line, there it goes, to that bollard, so the boat doesn't float away. And then I'll quickly go up, close the gates. We'll have to push the bow out again because where it's tied up on the rope it's pulled round. And then jump back on quick before it floats away. If you've watched my channel over the years, you'll have noticed that I don't rush to get anywhere. I just move when I feel. If I see somewhere that looks nice, I'll stop. The only time I really sort of rush to get somewhere is if I've got a boatyard to get to or something like that. But other than that, just as stress free as I can get it. In the 4 years that I've been doing this, I could have raced around all the canal system and seen everything, but that's not me. Just leaving that lock, that's the second lock. And I think just behind that bridge that you can see front, it's the L-sand point. Looks like there's a cruiser on there, but we'll see when we get up there. Nice looking canal side cottage there. Not sure about it being right next to that road though, but it does look nice. The L-sand point is directly on the left as you get under this bridge. It's not like the biggest of gaps and a bit of an awkward angle, so I won't go in there front ways. What I'll do, I'll just plod up there past the L-sand and reverse back. What I will say about this part of the Grand Union, it's quite a lot of locks. Just in front of me, or not far in front of me, got the Hatton lock flight coming up. That's about 30 odd locks, I think. I'm not looking forward to that on my own. I might have to see if I can rope in some crew members from somewhere. Right, let's concentrate on this. I'm going to tie Aitch off on this bollard here where I am, and then do my least favourite job on the canals. Go and empty out all the toilet cassettes. It's a job which I find even worse than changing my kids' nappies when they was young. You alright, Ash? Being a good boy? Well, there's the L sand point. And there's a heron. Yeah, the L sand point is called Foss L sand. And that there is the Foss Way, which is an ancient Roman road. I'll see if I can find some information about it. The Romans built the Foss Way in the 1st century AD, so it makes it nearly 2,000 years old. Foss Way goes from Lincoln in the north to Exeter in the southwest. And it started off, it was a road that they moved all their armies up and down to conquer the place. But later on, it was used for moving trade around. I do love it when I come across a bit of history on my travels. Just come out of the 4th and last lock of the day, and I'm going to be aiming to moor up just past that boat. That's a beautiful looking boat. It looks like a 70-foot Hudson that's been repainted. Beautiful. Whilst I was moored here, I bumped into 2 of the members on the Buy Me a Coffee app, Martin and Di. Lovely people. And Martin and Di, you shouldn't have done that, but very nice of you. One thing that I never really do too much is encourage you to subscribe to the channel and give it thumbs up, or a thumbs up, because it all helps out. And I'm getting not close, but I'm not far away from 10,000 subscribers, so that'd be a dream for me. There's also some people I'd like to thank for buying me a coffee and helping me out. The link to the Buy Me a Coffee app is in the description. And also, thanks for coming along. If you got this far, I really do appreciate you watching. And I hope to see you on the next one.